Case file 447 just landed on my desk. Subject: the person who finds peace behind closed doors. The one who feels the world get a little too loud and chooses to step back. If you're feeling a certain way right now, suspect this might be about you. Let's look at the evidence. You cancel plans last minute, not because you don't care, but because the thought of small talk feels like climbing a mountain in the heat. You feel a quiet wave of relief when it rains. Suddenly, staying in ain't a choice, it's an excuse. You curate your space like a sanctuary. Soft lighting, familiar sounds, that one perfect corner where the world just fits. Now society, they got a label for this: antisocial, a homebody, missing out. They see the closed door and think you're hiding, but that's just the surface report. The psychological truth, it runs deeper. See, some minds are wired to process stimulation more intensely. Psychologists call this sensory sensitivity. In plain English, your brain takes in more detail, more emotion, more noise, and after a while, that's just plain exhausting. Staying home ain't avoidance, it's recalibration. It's your mind hitting the reset button. Let me walk you through a few moments. Tell me if these feel familiar. You're at a gathering, laughing along, but inside you're counting the minutes until you can slip out. You spend Sunday morning with coffee and silence, and it feels less like doing nothing and more like healing. You decline an invite, then immediately feel that pinch of guilt until you sink into your couch and remember why you said no. You love a deep, one-on-one talk, but a room full of group chatter drains you like a battery left on. You plan your errands for the quietest hours just to dodge the rush and the roar. Now, here's where our investigation takes a turn. Sometimes choosing home is about restoration, pure and simple. But sometimes it's about protection. That leads us to two possible paths. Path one, you're naturally introverted. Your energy just flows inward. Quiet ain't empty for you, it's where you recharge your soul. Path two, the world has felt overwhelming, maybe even a little unsafe, and home became your safe harbor, your controlled environment. Both paths are valid, both make perfect sense. Here's the core insight, suspect. Choosing home isn't running away, it's tuning in. It's your mind's quiet way of saying, I need space to process, to feel, to just be. And research backs this up. Studies have shown that folks who prioritize solitude when it's by choice, not fear, often report higher levels of creativity and emotional clarity. It ain't isolation, it's intentional space. So I'll ask you direct. When you choose to stay in, is it because you're avoiding the world or because you're finally listening to yourself? Verdict: not guilty of hiding. Guilty of knowing what you need. And that, suspect, ain't a flaw. That's wisdom. If you want to understand the hidden patterns of your own mind, subscribe. Because here at MindSheriff, the investigation is never closed.